Live. I'm talking while good evening, everybody. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday night live stream. I hope you're doing well. I'm all right. Coming up, a little bit of this date in Disney history. We got a top 15 list. I got some pictures to show, stuff like that. I've been gardening, Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Oh, I don't have my, I can't control that. Hang on. What do I do? Here. Take a look at that for a second. There we go. A little behind the scenes. I'm all right. I got this. And I'm back. Thank you for your patience. What I didn't have ready is this. It's let's see who's here. Who's on the medal stand today? Scrolling up to the top, today's gold medalist. Is that twice in a row? Princess Paula Bell, congratulations on your gold medal. Noah, a strong silver. And Keith, big Disney fan. How are you doing? You are today's bronze medalist. Our first three in the chat today. Thank you so much for being here. It's always fun to see you guys. We've got D&G Explorers. Welcome in. I believe that's Gregory. Dilly dilly indeed. Good to see you. Sorry. All right. Oh, look who else is here with their own sound. Pepper Tree Villa. Dilly dilly to you too. What the heck? Still working. Cool. Well, thank you for having me on in the background. James Ryan, welcome in. Always a pleasure. Happy Tuesday to you. Let's see. Captain Akron, thank you so much for being here. Great to have you here. Scrolling through, Francisco from the West Coast, I think. Yeah, that's right. Big Dodger fan. A good time to be a Dodger fan. Michelle the Quilter, good evening to you. Sister Sunshine. Augram. Hello, everybody. Dad. Hi, Dad. Eric Lee, welcome in. Downscale, always a pleasure. Today, I've got a bit of what happened on this date in Disney history. So I got a list here. I thought I'd go over some stuff. Just because it's kind of fun. Pepper Tree Villa used to do this every day. Since they're listening to me in the background, I thought I'd mention them again. They would have their daily dose of Disney, and it was quite fun, and I can't believe they did it for an entire year. So much work. But I liked it, and I thought I'd do it now, and I'm going to have some visuals that go along with this. I don't think I'm going to do as great a job as they did, but here we go. All right. Well, let's get this back to there it is. Okay, so getting this ready. I wish I had audio of this first one. Alas, I do not. But today, Disney legend Betty Lou Gerson, the narrator of Disney's 1950 classic Cinderella and the voice of Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians. Born in Chattanooga, Tennessee, raised in Alabama, she got her start in radio in 1935, becoming a mainstay of soap operas. She later played an old crone in Disney's 1964 live-action Mary Poppins and even appeared in a television episode of The Twilight Zone, although I don't have that information. I don't know what episode that was, but you can see a couple of her characters there. Cinderella, the movie poster, of course, Cruella de Vil, and Old Crone, I guess. Is that the one for Mary Poppins? How about that? I didn't realize there were any Alabama accents in Mary Poppins. I guess she's an actress and a good one. I suppose. I suppose she just acted, right? Okay, so that's Betty Lou Gerson. I wish I had enough time to gather a Cruella de Vil soundbite. That would have been cool. Why do I talk about the things that would be cool? I don't have them. It's not great planning, Jim. Okay. Next, 1937, on this date in Disney history, actor George Takei, the voice of First Ancestor in Disney's Mulan and Mulan 2, born in L.A. on this date in 1937. He also supplied the voice of Sensei, a recurring Kim Possible character. I've never seen that. Supplied voices for Handy Manny and Phineas and Ferb. And I think most of us know him as Mr. Sulu from Star Trek, the original Star Trek. George Takei. He's quite active on Twitter, social media, at least Twitter. Always putting stuff out there. I think he's got some strong opinions, and I think he's been tweeting a lot of stuff about Asian Americans and their treatment, of course. I have an impersonation of Mr. Sulu. It's not much. It's 2 words. I actually haven't done it in a while, but it just came to mind. I used to do it all the time. I'm going to do it for you now. This is Mr. Sulu in every episode of Star Trek. Yes, Captain. That's all I've got, but I think it's all right. It's the best. It's the best I've got. I hope you enjoyed it. Alex the Filmmaker's here. Welcome in. All right, next. Where are we? Let's get this right. Okay, I'll be on. Okay, this is where I think I'm not going to shine as bright as Pepper Tree Villa. As I said, I'm going to welcome in Happily Ever Yachty. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Having me on in the background. Ninja watching. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so next. This is from 1946, Disney's 10th feature film, Make Mine Music, premieres in New York. And I'll be honest, I'm going to show you how not very Disney I am. I'm not familiar with this. I am not familiar with Make Mine Music. Seems like I should be. It's their 10th feature film, and I don't know it. Bloomin' Cheesa, welcome in. I see you there. Let me read on. So in 1946, on this date, premiered in New York. It will have its national release the following August. The film's 10 animated segments include A Rustic Ballad, a tale of feuding hillbillies. Well, I saw that Bugs Bunny cartoon. A tone poem, a mood piece set on a blue bayou. A jazz interlude about a bobby soxer who goes jitterbugging with her date at the malt shop. A ballad in blue. Okay, it's got more. There's more stuff here. To me, and maybe somebody can fill me in on this. Is this another Fantasia? Sorta. Like they didn't go full orchestra. This seems more contemporary music, jazz at the time, 1946. Is this a bunch of music videos? Let's see. A musical recitation, which features, which tells the famous tale of Casey at the Bat. Well, I've seen that. Does that have Goofy in it? Cynthia, welcome in. Have I seen that? Is that what I've seen? Oh boy. Let's see. We also have A Fairy Tale with Music, which tells the story of Peter and the Wolf. After You've Gone, in which 4 musical instruments chase through a surreal landscape. A love story about a romance between a fedora and a bonnet. That sounds Pixar-ish to me. That's a Pixar short. I bet Pixar was influenced. Well, no doubt they were. What am I saying? And opera pathétique. Hang on. Pathétique. Opera pathétique. The story of Willie the Whale. I don't know if I said that right. Doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. Pepper Tree Villa says they didn't have. Oh, it just jumped. Gotta go back. Going back. They didn't have the animation staff to do full-length feature films. So this isn't that long. Is that what I'm seeing? Does it say anything on the poster here? So I'm guessing it's not terribly unlike Fantasia. I don't know this for sure. And I don't have more information in front of me. I suppose I could look it up right now, but whatever. And I don't know if this is on Disney Plus or not. I suppose that if it's a full-length feature film from Disney, it is, but I don't know. PTV says it's what they did during World War II with several films. Okay. So they made it during the war, released it right after. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Welcome in, everybody. If I've missed you, I apologize. I ain't so good at the keeping track of the chat. I'm trying to improve. I try to improve every week. Next. Oh, here we go. Okay. On this day in 1959, actor Clint Howard, the voice of Roo in Disney's 1968 classic Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, is born in Burbank, California. Younger brother of actor turned director Ron Howard. Clint was also the voice of the elephant Happy's son, Happy Jr., in the 1967 Jungle Book. In 1970, Clint and big brother Ron appeared together in the Disney live-action feature The Wild Country. That's the still you're looking at. That's from the Disney feature The Wild Country. And much like Make Mine Music, I am not familiar with that. Samantha Lowe, good to see you. Film and TV fans may recognize Clint as Hubris in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and by his appearances in My Dog Skip, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, HBO's From the Earth to the Moon, and as the little boy in the TV series Gentle Ben. Here's what he looks like now. Here's what the two of them look like now. So Clint Howard on the left, Ron Howard on the right. And Ron Howard is a director now and usually has his brother Clint in all of his films somewhere. I don't know if he's in all of them. I don't think he is, but he's in most of them. Was he in Solo? A Star Wars, the Han Solo movie? I can't remember. I've seen it, and I can't remember Clint Howard in there. Anyway, I don't know. Doesn't matter. So that's Clint Howard. I didn't realize he did so many Disney voices. Roo and the elephant. I guess he did too. All right. Moving on. Another birthday? Holy moly. All right. In 1976, Joey Lawrence was born. I know who this is, and I know he was in Blossom, I think. Is where he got his start. Oh, no, he didn't get his start there. He got his start on Give Me a Break with Nell Carter, right? I think that's right. Growl Guy. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Paul Eichenlaub is also here. Welcome. Here's Joey Lawrence with Melissa Joan Hart. They were in a show together. Let's see. I bet there's something on this paper about that. He was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1976. His Disney voice credits include Oliver and Company as Oliver. Oh, how about that? He got the lead. A Goofy Movie as Chad. He was in Recess, as Franklin. I don't know what Recess is. Sorry. Revoke my Disney card. And The Emperor's New School as Dirk. It's been a while since I've seen that one. I don't know who Dirk is. In 1999, he starred along with his brother Andrew in the Disney Channel original movie Horse Sense, and years later, the sequel, Jumping Ship. Lawrence appeared on ABC's Dancing with the Stars in 2006, in which he placed third. And co-starred in the ABC Family original television series Melissa and Joey, which ran from 2010 to 2015. And there they are, getting their... Is that a caricature, or are they just being sketched? I believe they're in Disneyland there, so how about that? Very cool. He was in more stuff than I thought. I remember there's a famous clip of him as a very young actor, probably from when he was on, or maybe even predated when he was on Give Me a Break, and he was a guest on the Johnny Carson show. And I don't remember what he did, but he made Johnny Carson laugh. Like that was a clip they would show on the anniversary, Johnny Carson anniversary shows or birthday shows, whatever they called them. Okay. Oh, look at that. I can break some glass. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Okay, here we go. Going from things I'm not that familiar with to something I am very familiar with. On this date in 1991, the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater restaurant opens in the Disney MGM Studios, today known as Disney's Hollywood Studios. Boy, I should have proofread this first. Okay. This is the restaurant this is the outside of it, of course. Sorry. But I say that because the inside is made to kind of look like the outside as well. So if you've never been to the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater restaurant, it's made to look like a drive-in movie theater inside. Let me show you some pictures. The tables are all shaped like classic cars that, I guess, with just the general classic car fins styling. I don't know. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. This is why I don't read it that much, because I'm not that good at it, and it takes me a long time. Okay. I will say this is a very fun place. Let me show you more. Let me read what else is on here. Like a night at the old drive-in, servers at the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater restaurant bring food to vintage 50s, quote, convertible tables as guests watch 1950s and 1960s sci-fi and monster flicks on a big screen. You actually don't watch the whole movie. You just watch the trailers. Like you're watching the previews of the actual movies. It's like between the double feature you went to see at the drive-in or before the first feature, I suppose. Back to this. Okay. But that's a picture of what the tables look like, or a lot of the tables. So two people sit in the front seat, two people in the back, and their table is really like a countertop right in front of them. There are tables for larger guests. Larger groups as well. I suppose larger guests too. These tables are set up. There's tables rather than just the countertops, but they're set up sideways so you can fit more people along there. And I will say, can I go back to this picture? It is never that bright in there. I don't know who took this picture and with what night vision goggles they were using, but this restaurant is a lot of fun, but it is so dark in there. It is hard to see what you're eating. They do have the little lights there. Let me show this one again. There are lights, like dashboard lights sort of, that illuminate your area. But again, that picture is much more bright than this restaurant is. It's crazy dark in there, but it's still fun. And the menu's not, it's all right. This picture is a little closer to what you get. Where did I leave off? Oh, the restaurant serves traditional cuisine of the United States with popcorn functioning as a complimentary appetizer. Located on Commissary Lane, it was created with a strong emphasis on theme, an emulation of the 50s Primetime Cafe, which had opened 2 years earlier. The entrance is made to look like a box office. Oh, I'll show you that again. Well, actually, that's the outside. You don't actually see the cast member at the box office, but it's right under the marquee there. Where was I? Okay, so when you walk in, you walk along a tall fence. Drive-in theaters were, when you drive in, if you've been or if you've never been, I'll try to explain. These long fences to keep out, the lights of the headlights of the cars driving in for the guests that have already arrived and parked there. Simba 2, welcome in. They have free popcorn. You know what? I read that and I didn't remember that myself. And there was also something in here about the servers on roller skates. And I'll be honest, I don't remember that the last time I was there either. I was there, I think, back in 2017. The boy and I went. It was the day that we did our 4-park challenge. We went to each of the 4 parks. So we tried to ride a ride, see a show, eat something from each park in as quickly as we could. And we did it in just over 7 hours. But we actually, and we could have done it quicker, but we went to the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater restaurant for lunch because it was available and the wait wasn't that long, and we were starving at that time. Yeah, let me show you the inside of the so on the right side, you see the fence there, and people, you enter in from behind that movie screen, and you walk along the outside of that fence to get into the restaurant, or you walk the length of that fence, and then you turn the corner to the right, and your hostess seats you. It is very cool, though. What else does this say? Oh, yeah, here it is. Some of the servers at the restaurant wear roller skates, although I don't know if they do that or if it's optional. They act as car hops, while others improvise characters, such as a police officer ostensibly in search of, quote, people who have sneaked into the theater without paying, unquote. I don't ever remember that either. Characters? Maybe once upon a time. I don't know. I've only been there a couple of times, and the last time was in 2017, so what are you going to do? By 1992, the Sci-Fi Dine-In will become the most popular restaurant in the park, serving more than 2,200 people per day at peak periods. Well, how about that? It is a very cool place. Just for the experience, the food isn't earth-shattering, but it pleases the pickiest of eaters. You've got your chicken tenders and your hamburgers. I think when I was there, I got a Reuben. I was eating meat at the time. The boy got, I think, a turkey club or something like that. They were fine. But again, you go there not for the menu necessarily, but for the atmosphere, the experience. Simba 2 is being... The last time I was there, the server asked if there were any questions about the menu. I said, yes. Which font is this? Clever. I like that. Thank you for that. Carlos, the Disney World freak, is here. Welcome in. I had the front row right corner car. Fun, but the food, yeah, it wasn't the greatest. The food's... You don't go there for the food. You know where I haven't been in Hollywood Studios? I've never been to the Brown Derby. It's pricier. It's someday I'll go, I suppose. If there's something for me on that menu anymore. Home of the Cobb salad, right? I don't know anymore. I think I'm just babbling. All right, let's move on. Where are we? Okay, I don't know if I need a picture for this, but here you go. In 1999, April 20th, 1999, Pixar's 1998 animated A Bug's Life is released on VHS and DVD for the first time. How about that? All right, now here's a fact. This one from 2000, and I cannot substantiate this. This was on this website, which was thisdayindisneyhistory.com or something like that. Sorry, I don't have the real thing. But here we go. Singer Robert Plant appears at Disney's Theater of the Stars, located at Disney MGM, to leave his handprints outside the theater. Now, I'll be honest. I've seen these handprints, and there are feet prints there as well. I've seen them a bunch of times, and I remember a bunch of them. Kermit the Frog, Sylvester Stallone, but and others. I never remember seeing Robert Plant's handprints there. I don't know how true this is. I tried to look it up. There were no. I did a quick just before the show. I did a quick Google search. This is all I could find of Robert Plant in Disney World. I don't know when this was, so I don't know. Take this with a grain of salt. Oh, PTV, the grapefruit cake. I've heard about that. Yes, from the Brown Derby. Yes, indeed. Back to Robert Plant and him not putting his handprints in anywhere in Orlando. Again, that's not a great picture of him. This looks like a newspaper clipping somewhere. This is how most people remember Robert Plant. He's the one holding the tambourine. Lead singer of Led Zeppelin. And I don't know why in 2000 he was in Disney MGM Studios. Again, I can't verify this. So I'm going to stop showing it. I don't know if this is true. Does anybody know if this is true? I don't know. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm scrolling through the chat again. Really quick. I feel like when I stop to read the chat, because I'm not so great at it, I just sense that dead air of me not talking. I need to embrace that and not be afraid of it. That's what I'm going to do right now. They don't have the Reuben there anymore? I wouldn't order it anyway. All right, let's move on. That was enough silence. I couldn't handle that. Where are we now? Oh, 2007. Earth Day celebrations begin at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The park's Party for the Planet event is organized by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. Earth Day is April 22nd. So this is, today is not Earth Day, but it's Joey Lawrence's birthday. All right. So Earth Day is this Thursday. Have I ever celebrated it? Not really. But I like the idea of it. I like the idea that it exists. I think it's a good thing. Yeah. Oh, downscale. That's a great idea. Hum a Disney tune, or I could set something up. Hang on. Let me see what I've got. I don't know if I have anything.
Please stand clear of the doors.
I don't have.
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
I don't have music. Oh, that wasn't bad. I could just play that. I love hearing that. All right, where am I? Oh, it's 7:30 already? Holy moly! Oh, okay. All right. So I don't know if you guys have noticed. I don't have it well lit, but I have some plants here in the multi-million-dollar More Sunshine Please live streaming studios. Rob Fuzz, welcome in. So I knew Earth Day was Thursday. I knew today was Joey Lawrence's birthday, not Earth Day. I get them confused. No, I don't. But so anyway, I have mentioned in past shows that we've started a garden. I've never had my own garden before. So I've mentioned it before. So what I've done is in honor of Earth Day, which is on Thursday, Jonathan Chong, welcome in. I brought in some plants that we've yet to put in the garden. They're still in the pots. So over here, right here, that is a tomato plant. A Rutgers tomato plant. Over here is another tomato plant. Actually, I think because I didn't book a guest today. Oh no, that's wrong camera. I'll just go to it. This we're growing. Yeah, and that is a Pringles container. We're recycling. What can I tell you? We planted some kernels of corn or seeds. How do you know? When do you differentiate a corn kernel from a corn seed? Or is it one and the same? Tomato, corn seed, kernel, corn seed. It doesn't matter. So anyway, look at that. We grew this from nothing, put a little soil and compost and manure. And I don't know. I think it's just soil. But so this is doing nicely. We are going to be putting this into the ground very soon. It should be knee high by the 4th of July, right? Is that how that goes? Super proud of this and super exciting. I know in the scope of things, I know that farmers plant about 1 billion of these, and it's just another day at the office for them. But this is kind of exciting. Never grew my own corn before. We're all very excited. Of the things in our garden, we have we're getting lettuce, and I can't tell you the type of lettuce, but we've had that a number of times already. We have a red pepper that's about halfway there. 2 whole blueberries. Yeah. What else? We picked an okra, I think, too soon, and it wasn't great. Corn as high as an elephant's eye. I guess beyond the 4th of July. Okay. I'll be looking forward to the elephant's eye thing. Disney Nerd Herders, welcome in. There it is. Sorry. Delayed. Oh, here we go. Downscale. Thank you very much. What is this? Kernel, the inner softer part of a seed. How about that? Wait a minute. So a kernel is in the seed. I need a diagram. So I'm guessing the seed is that like a membrane around the kernel? What kind of corn is it? Whoa, Paul! I don't know. It's we have we got a seed packet, organic seed packet, and I don't have that with me right now. Next week I'll have that. So anyway, thank you, Downscale, for that. I need to know more about that. I need to know. I gotta look stuff up. All right. Narrow Valley with Glenn, welcome in. Just saw you there. Thanks for being here. And if you're here and I've missed you, I do apologize, but thank you so much for being here. So anyway, where was I? Oh, okay, so there's our other tomato plant. That's a red beefsteak. We got a couple of tomato plants. We didn't want to grow those straight from seed. I see you, PTV. It's not exactly what. Okay. But we wanted heirloom tomatoes. We got those. The beefsteak and the Rutgers tomatoes are heirloom. We were very interested in ugly tomatoes, and I don't know if ugly tomatoes is a umbrella term for multiple types of tomatoes, but they are the ones that do not look round and shiny. They look bulbous and segmented almost, but they're quite delicious. And we were hoping we could purchase an ugly tomato from the store and then get the seeds from it, and maybe someday we still can, but I haven't seen ugly tomatoes in the stores. So yeah. So there's our tomato plant. And another thing, my wife did this. She went to she ordered this thing called a seed sheet, and I had to say that slowly or else I'd get in trouble. Let me get it. Hang on. All right. Okay, it was right here. All right, here it is. It came in the mail today. All right. So what this is, I guess there's a website. This isn't very impressive, is it? Okay. Black Krim tomatoes are delicious. How about that? All right. So there's a bunch of stuff. It smells like nothing, but I don't know. Maybe I can go to my close-up here. Let's see. Oh, this is you can see it looks like what do you call that stuff? Like garden paper or like this mesh. It's that, and this seed sheet has a number of pods. I think there are seeds in there with a bit of soil, and you unfold this, of course, and I think you bury it. And let me show you in detail. I know this is kind of brand new to me, so came with this, but you can pick what seeds you want to put in the seed sheet. So let me show you this. All right, where are we? Okay. So this came with the seed sheet. My wife picked out a number of seeds, and there they are in the chart. And then you can see a diagram of where they put those seeds in the sheet. There are instructions how to harvest this. So you wait, for example, the carrots that we picked suggest to harvest them around 70 days when you see the shoulders of the carrot. I didn't know that. So we have, well, this is weird. Green beans, spinach, cucumbers, watermelon, broccoli, and carrots. And I guess there are a ton of different types of carrots. Who knew? I guess somebody knew. Bob and Ashley, welcome in. Oh no, I can't break a window with that one. So here we go. This has pictures on it. So step 1, choose the ideal location for your garden. Step 2, plant your garden. Oh, look at that. Did he cut that to size? What's going on there? Sprout your seeds. Care for your garden. I don't know, but I'm excited. It's very cool. Thought it would be perfect for my Earth Day celebration. I don't really have an Earth Day celebration, but whatever. All right. Speaking of Earth Day, let's get to my top 15 list. Yes, it's about the Earth, and it's about Earth Day. Today, we'll be talking about my top 15 interesting Earth facts. Now, you all know the major ones. There's one moon. We're 70% covered in water, stuff like that. I tried to come up with stuff that maybe wasn't as obvious as those. Now, some of these might be. Some of you may know these. Here we go. All right. Let's start with number 15. And do I have any images of any of these things? No. You're looking at me the whole time. Or I guess I could cut to the tomato plant. I won't, not immediately. All right, number 15. Earth is a squashed sphere. This would have been great to show. Earth is not a perfect sphere. As Earth spins, gravity points toward the center of our planet. A oh boy. Not centrifuge, but centrifugal. Is that how you say that? Or centrifugal? There's a force that pushes outward. So as we have gravity going in to the Earth, but we're spinning. So like anybody spins, like if you were to spin on a merry-go-round, there's force being pushed out. That's what we're getting at here. Since this gravity opposing force acts perpendicular to the axis of the Earth and Earth's axis is tilted, this force at the equator is not exactly opposed to gravity. This imbalance adds up at the equator, where gravity pushes extra masses of water and Earth into a bulge, or, quote, spare tire around our planet. At the equator, the circumference of the globe is a little more than 24,000 miles, 24,901 miles to be almost exact. How about that? Bonus fact, at the equator, you would weigh less than if standing at one of the poles. So that should have been 14. What was I thinking? I don't know. Speaking of 14, let's go to it. Oh, wait. Downscale. Centrifugal. No, but there's a G in there. C-E-N-T-R-I. Century. F-U-G-A-L. Fugal. Centrifugal. Centrifugal. I think that's it. I think I got it there. Centrifugal force. I'm not going to say it again. That's the only time that comes up. So, but thank you. Number 14. I already went to. Earth is on the move. You may feel like you're standing still, but you're actually moving fast. Depending on where you are on the globe, you could be spinning through space at just over 1,000 miles per hour. People on the equator move the fastest, while someone standing on the North or South Pole would be perfectly still. I guess they would be rotating, though, right? Imagine a basketball spinning on your finger. A random point on the ball's equator has farther to go in a single spin, as does a point near your finger. Thus, the point on the equator is moving faster. Oh, yeah? And the Earth isn't just spinning, it's also moving around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour. All right. So it's fast. I guess maybe we knew it moved, but just how fast? I don't know. I don't know. All right. Oh. Keep bumping that. Sorry. But I want it close. Next, number 13. Oh, wait a minute. I've got a banner. I always forget this. There it is. Just so those that are just coming in can see what we're doing, and those leaving can see what they're leaving. I don't know what I'm doing. Next, 13. Earth is old. Researchers calculate the age of the Earth by dating both the oldest rocks on the planet and meteorites that have been discovered on Earth. Meteorites and Earth formed at the same time when the solar system was forming. Their findings: Earth is about 4.54 billion years old. That was very, very close to my number that I came up with. Rachel Fithian, welcome in. Fantastic to see you. We're counting down interesting facts about Earth. You know, Earth Day is on Thursday. Number 12, the planet is recycled. What? Let me read. The ground you're walking on is recycled. Earth's rock cycle transforms igneous rocks to sedimentary rocks to metamorphic rocks and back again. The cycle isn't a perfect circle, but the basics work like this. Magma from deep in the earth emerges and hardens into rocks. That's the igneous part. Tectonic processes uplift that rock to the surface, where erosion shaves bits off. These tiny fragments get deposited and buried, and the pressure from above compacts them into sedimentary rocks, such as sandstone. If sedimentary rocks get buried even deeper, they, quote, cook. into metamorphic rocks under lots of pressure and heat. Along the way, of course, sedimentary rocks can be re-eroded or metamorphic rocks re-uplifted. And this is way too long. It's almost over. But if metamorphic rocks get caught in this subduction zone, where one piece of crust is pushing under another, they may find themselves transformed back into magma. Okay, I lost interest halfway through that. I'm sorry, but thank you for sticking around. There's still 26 of you here, and I appreciate that. That I'll be mindful. That one was way too long. All right, number 11, largest earthquakes. As of March of 2016, I guess when this article was written, it's not my stuff. The largest earthquake to shake the United States was a magnitude 9.2. Wow. It struck Prince William Sound, Alaska on Good Friday, March 28th, 1964. That's not the world's largest earthquake, however. That was a magnitude 9.5 in Chile on May 22nd, 1960, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. That's nuts. But really, I was going to speak of earthquakes like I knew what I was talking about. I don't. Laura B., good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's move on. Number 10, Earth fact. Temperature extremes. I had done a back in the deepest part of winter. I did a top 15 list about cold stuff, and one of those facts is here. It's I'm recycling it. How about that for Earth Day? So the coldest spot on Earth, if you remember, maybe you don't, I didn't, can be found in Antarctica. Temperatures there can drop below minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's minus 73 degrees Celsius. And that's the coldest spot on average. But the coldest spot ever recorded, I think I remember a little bit of this, mentioning this, came from Russia's Vostok station, where records show the air plunged to a bone-chilling minus 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit. That's minus 89.2 degrees Celsius. That was back in 1983. Here comes the new stuff. The hottest spot on Earth goes to El Azizia, Libya, where temperature records from weather stations reveal it hit, oh my goodness, 136 degrees Fahrenheit. That was on September 13th, 1922. That's according to NASA Earth Observatory. There have likely been hotter locations beyond the network of weather stations. So that's interesting in itself. There have probably been hotter places, but we don't know because there isn't a weather station to document it or record it or monitor it. So how about that? But what we know, 138 degrees. Holy moly. Number 9. This is new. This one I hadn't heard before. Maybe you have. But Jonathan Chong says parts of Japan can reach minus 41. Dang. In the mountains? Wow. Speaking of mountains, a tie for the tallest mountain. This is new. I'm going to try to, I noticed that I have a lot written here, and I'm going to try to pare it down if I can. The title for tallest mountain goes to either Mount Everest, which we're all familiar with. We all think of as, or I think most of us think of as the tallest mountain. We've heard that for a long time. However, you can throw in Mauna Kea in there. That's in Hawaii, right? The summit of Mount Everest is higher above sea level than the summit of any other mountain. And then extending some 29,000 feet high. However, when measured from its true base to the summit, Mauna Kea takes the prize, measuring a length of about 56,000 feet. That is almost twice as high. Is this right? Here's some of Mauna Kea's detailed measurements. By the way, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Paul Engel, welcome in. And is Kay here? Welcome in, Kay. All right. The highest point is 13,000 feet above sea level. The flanks of Mauna Loa continue another 16,400 feet below sea level to the sea floor. And oh, that's good. I lost interest. But how about that? So Mount Everest, yes. But if you're going from the base of the mountain, not just from above sea level, if you go from the base of the mountain, it's Mauna Kea, K-E-A. Is that how you say it? Or Kea? Mauna Kea? Maybe that's it. I'm going to say that now. Mauna Kea. Do they grow coffee around there? I don't. Okay, I'm going to move on. Number 8 on our list here. The longest mountain chain is underwater. Speaking of mountains, continuing to speak of mountains. Got to turn it over. To find the world's longest mountain range, you'd have to look down, way down. I didn't write that. Somebody else did. Called the Mid-Ocean Ridge. The underwater chain of volcanoes spans some 40,300 miles. Wow. What? Wait a minute. How can that be? The Earth is only 29,000 miles around. Does it wrap around like a stripe on a candy cane? I don't know. It rises an average of 18,000 feet above the bottom of the sea. As lava erupts from the seafloor, it creates more crust, adding to the mountain chain, which stretches around the globe. I wonder if it breaks off into different arms or legs. You know what I mean? It's not just one line of mountains. Maybe, and that's what they're measuring in total. I don't really know. I thought Mount Everest is only 199 feet high because Disney didn't want to put a blinky light on it. Yes, much like the Tower of Terror. If anything 200 feet or higher, they got to put a blinky light up there to warn airplanes. That's right. I saw that. All right. I'm silent. Do you know what I'm doing? Simba 2, the mountain's over 10 miles high. Is that, wow, is that right? I don't know numbers. Okay. Next, number 7, the largest living structures on Earth. Perhaps you're familiar with this. I think I am. Coral reefs support the most species per unit area of any of the planet's ecosystems, rivaling rainforests. And while they're made up of tiny coral polyps, together coral reefs are the largest living structures on Earth, a community of connected organisms, with some visible even from space, according to NOAA. All right. Yeah, we knew coral reefs were, okay. At least I did. I had heard that before. I don't want to assume. I'll stop saying things like that. Okay. Next, number 6. The planet is electric. Thunder and lightning reveal our planet's fiercer side. A single stroke of lightning can heat the air to around 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit, according to educational website Windows to the Universe, causing the air to expand rapidly. That ballooning air creates a shock wave and ultimately a boom, better known as thunder. Bonus fact, there are about 6,000 lightning flashes around the Earth every minute. Ladies and gentlemen, D&G Explorers are here, and they were kind enough to send along a $20 super chat. Love the shirt. You rock, Jim. It's available for everybody on Amazon. Thank you so much, guys. Very cool. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Where are we? Magic of the Mouse Radio. Bill, welcome in. We're counting down top 15 planet Earth facts. There it is. The driest spot on Earth. The driest spot on Earth is the Atacama Desert of Chile and Peru. In the center of this desert, there are places where rain has never been recorded. You know what else I learned? Or, yeah. Well, looking up this list, that the Antarctica is considered a desert where it hardly ever precipitates there. The stuff, when there is precipitation, it just sticks around forever because it never melts. You know what I mean? But those are deserts as well. How about that? I never put that together. Never, I guess. Yes. I didn't. Moving on. Number 4, iron, oxygen, and silicon. If you could separate the Earth into piles of material, you'd get 32.1% iron, 30.1% oxygen, 15.1% silicon, and 13.9% magnesium. Of course, most of this iron, which is the biggest of the materials, or the most material, rather. Most of this iron is actually located at the core of the Earth. If you could actually get down and sample the core, it would be 88% iron. If you sampled the Earth's crust, you'd find that 47% of that is oxygen. So, yeah, made up of that stuff. Moving on. Well, 757, we're almost done. Let it snow. This one's quick. Each winter, the Earth is coated in 1 septillion crystals of snow. That would be a trillion snowflakes. Can you imagine the guy that had to count those? Number 2, who named the Earth? Nobody knows. Unlike other planets, no real historical data can be found on the person or group that named our planet Earth. It's the only planet not named after a Greek or greedy or Roman god. The word Earth comes from the Old English word eartha, meaning ground or land. So I think there's a Germanic elements to its origin, the word earth as well. But this just says Old English. Anyway, I digress. Here we go. Sorry. Yes, I was reading. Here we go. Number 1, the blue planet. Okay. 70% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. We know that. We've all heard that, right? Of the 70% of water covering the Earth, only 3% of that is fresh. The other 97% of that is salt water. Perhaps you knew that too. Of that 3% of fresh water, more than 2% resides in ice sheets and glaciers, meaning less than 1% of fresh water on Earth is in lakes and rivers. How about that? Due to the amount of water covering the Earth, it would be one of the brightest planets to look upon from a distance, due to the way in which the water would reflect the sun's rays. You know, you can, from your naked eye, you can see 3 different planets in the night sky. You can see Mars, you can see Jupiter, and I believe you can see Saturn. But they're saying Earth would be brighter than those planets from an equal distance because it's covered in water and it would reflect the sun's light better. How about that? Okay. All right. No, I'm not going to. Thank you so much. That was the top 15 list, everybody. Thanks to Dean from the Live Place, theliveplace.com. Bunch of family-friendly live streams. Check it out. Here's the Tuesday night lineup. It's different today. Usually, Walt and Melissa go on at 8 o'clock right now. They're spending their son's birthday with their son. What if I would have said somebody else? And the Viapre Project, who usually go on at 9 p.m., they're not going on live today either. So here's what's going on. Rob Fuzz is going live right now. And he's, I don't know what he's got going on tonight. It's probably retro or a pub talk or so. Who cares? It's going to be awesome. So Rob Fuzz right now, 8 p.m. and he's going for a couple hours because Mouse Talk is on a week-long hiatus here, or a live streaming hiatus. Actually, they'll be back tomorrow. I think they're going to live stream from a park tomorrow. And the Vipery Project taking the week off as well. Thursday, Rob Fuzz is going to be doing a live stream at 7 p.m. Theme Park Retro. That will definitely be a theme park retro live stream for Rob Fuzz. There we go. One more time. And 4 p.m. his normal 4 p.m. Live stream. Check it out. Always fun. And the Academy Awards are coming up, and I imagine, if they haven't done so already, making their picks. They usually do that. Adam and Disney Dan. Excuse me. Anyway, so Rob Fuzz. You cannot get enough Rob Fuzz this week. As a matter of fact, right now. So let me finish up here. Disney Nerd Herders live streaming on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. Always a good time. We've got D&G Explorers right after them, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Again, thank you guys so much for the super chat this evening. Pepper Tree Villa, Monday evenings at 9:30 Eastern. So you just missed them. But and they also do quite a lot of the Hallmark Channel watch parties, and those are on Friday weekends, Fridays, perhaps Saturdays. I don't recall. But check out their channel, and you'll learn all about it. So if you like the Hallmark movies, Hallmark Channel movies, that is, you're going to enjoy watching it with them. And Magic the Mouse Radio, Bill was here earlier, WDIZDB.com, 24/7 Disney music, Disney podcasts. You might even hear my voice in there every once in a while, touting my own YouTube channel. So we've got a lot of stuff going on in the Disney community. We also have Pete McDevitt, who is on quite a bit. He just interviewed D&G Explorers. It was great fun. I believe he's on live right now watching a Baltimore Orioles game. So if you're into MLB baseball, check out Pete's channel because he's live streaming watching those games. I think they're playing the Florida Marlins tonight. So how about that? Everybody, I'll be back next week, 7 p.m. Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. Let's head on over to Rob Fuzz right now. He'll be going live. He was just here a second ago. I thought he was live at 8 o'clock. So maybe he's waiting for me to end, in which I thank him if that's true. Thank you so much, everybody. Ending broadcast. Happy Earth Day. Whatever. Bye.